There has been a bit of discussion about how the media should cover this election. And many in the media, notably the New York Times, have said we need to cover this even-handedly, fairly, looking at both candidates. Those are all kinds of different concepts. Of course they need to look at both candidates. And they need to be fair. But fair means to be honest, not just to say nice things about both candidates. And being even-handed, I'm not sure there is a place for that in media. There's a place for fairness, but being even-handed suggests that you treat everyone equally, and that's not always the honest way to report something. The biggest story in domestic politics in the United States over the last 8 or 9 years is the rise of a fascist movement which ultimately captured the Republican Party and threatens American democracy. That is one of the biggest stories ever in domestic American politics. And to not cover that because you don't think it's fair is journalistic malpractice. To cover that on the one hand and then give equal weight to the fact that Joe Biden is old, something that everybody knows, is not good journalism. It's not being fair. It's not being even-handed. It's burying the lead. Good journalism calls for intensely covering the most important stories, doing the research, telling the facts, connecting the dots. Not a he says, she says, based on some kind of false equivalency between the two parties. If the media wants to be fair, they should cover the rise of fascism, because that is an enormously important and relevant story. And maybe, just maybe, more important than the fact that Joe Biden is a few years older, although in better physical and mental health, than his Republican challenger.